Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you very much for coming to the class, joining me. So I hope everyone is doing good, and I know it is a long, hectic schedule that all of you have. So many classes, such a huge pressure everyone is having. Like they said, summers are coming or winters are coming. Similarly, UPSC is coming now. Only March, April, and May left. So probably I think this course would actually really help you in terms that genuinely, CSAT still does not have that much a reckoning. Somebody is an engineer, somebody is a maths graduate, and then, most of you go by a lot of time with the experience of previous students, which generally say CSAT ho jayega. But for past 3 years, things have been really tough. Things have been different, especially last year. Because that myth of, you being convent educated, you would do good in English. So it was always that, 40 English hai, 40 maths hai. So maths nahi bhi hoga to English kar lega. Nahi. But, scenario has changed since 2016, where they started with experimenting 50 to 55 questions with reasoning and maths and 25 with English. So English otherwise also, decrease in terms of percentage. And last year English was fantastic. I would invite someone who is convent educated to read the passages itself. Even reading passages was tough last year. And I don't know, generally most of you are aspirants and you're serious. But seriously, have you ever seen exams? Have you ever seen those papers, PYQs, and have you ever attempted CSAT? Just going by a flow and saying that ho jayega was possible in 2011, 12, 13, 14, but not now. Last year, the most trending, statement on social media was CSAT is tougher than CAT when, exam happened. We were also shocked that, what exactly they are looking for. I sincerely believe CSAT is no more a selection paper now. It is a rejection paper. As number of candidates keep on increasing, obviously, they would also have tools and a lot of aspects where they should reject it. Try to understand, right? So I have come up today. I would, discuss lots of questions from 2019, 20, and 21, so that you get a real picture that what exactly is it, and it would definitely help you also. Probably, what we are targeting in this crash course would actually be, solving a lot of PYQs. Suppose, you come for I have kept a class for 1 hour only. Reason being that I know most of you would be tired, right? And, you have to go back to your respective places. You have to revise also. You have to work also. And I hope you are doing some physical workout as well, right? So if you find time, obviously, isn't it? So let's start with some questions. And I'm not testing you. Believe me, it is more of the knowledge that I want to impart. So nothing you say is in terms of impressive. I don't think questions are that big a deal, but their thought process, UPSC as a thought process is beautiful, right? So let's talk about it. I hope एक तो यार हर जगह system ये रहा. This is it. So this is question number 1. Just check out. He says, just read it. He says number of times the digit 5 will appear while writing the integers from 1 to 1000. 2019. Now let's talk about it, right? That's the reason I say it's not a test, guys, right? It has nothing to do with the test. Let's talk about it, right? Now listen, from 1 to 10, how many times 5 appears? 1 time. 1 time, right? Everyone knows that. Now let's talk about 1 to 100. So 1 to 100 की बात करें. So I say 1 to 100. So 1 to 100 में I think 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85 and 95. यहाँ तो अपने को 5 दिख रहा है, isn't it? These are all the 5s that I can see. But then see 50, thank you so much. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58 and 59. This is what you miss generally, right? तो अब 5 कितने times हो गया? So See, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 times. 20 times है यार. ये यहाँ काउंट हो और ये यहाँ काउंट हो. ठीक है, डबल था ना, तो 20 times. So 1 to 100 में 20 times. So can you see a series, kind of a series? तो देखो यार, 1 to 10 1 times, 1 to 100 20 times, 1 to 1000. देखो, एक यहां इंक्रीज करो 3 और 2 zeros, 300 times आंसर. काउंट नहीं करेंगे. So we make a very beautiful relation where see it is 1, 2, 3 and number of zeros are increasing like this. Good enough? ठीक है, पूरा क्यों काउंट करोगे? अगर पूरा काउंट कर रहे हैं, you can count it. If you want sir कैसे? So I can actually give you an example. देखो, 101 to 200 again 20 times. 201 to 300 again 20 times and so on. But 500 to 599 it would be 120 times because 500 वाला नंबर भी आ जाएगा, तो 100 वो और 20 ये. So rather this is a good result. Kindly write it. देख लो एक बार. Shall we proceed? Proceed किया जाए. All dead people, huh? My God, you want to kill me, but you have to throw, not have to put it down. Sit down, don't worry. अरे sorry की क्या बात है? You didn't kill me. ये लो. UPSC aspirants and books, huh? So this is again an amazing question. See this, read it once. He says in a conference, out of total 100 participants, 70 are Indians. If 60 of the total participants are vegetarians, then which of the following statement is are correct? CSAT 2019, right? Kindly just try it once, please. एक बार try करो. And please question देख के कुछ नहीं होने वाला, isn't it? कहीं देख के आप सोचो कि आंसर आ जाएगा, नॉट पॉसिबल. लिख के देखो. Good way of solving. Always put it on the outer side. Outer में लगाया करो इसको. 60 ना, full circle है 60. Okay. Only two. Only two. Certainly you have to make a diagram, right? Believe me, it would work. And there has to be one skill where you see a question and you have to do something. Most of you left mathematics after 10th class because you hated statement questions, right? I still remember a lot of people partying around after 10th maths exam, है ना? Welcome back. वापस आ जाओ. Now listen, कैसे करना है? I think he says 100. अब दोनों का रिलेशन तो कुछ नहीं है ना, ठीक है? Indian and foreigners. So he says 100 total है. So 70 are Indians. So 30 are Pakistanis. नहीं, foreigners कर लो, ठीक है? So 30 are foreigners, right? ये clear है. And then he says 60 of them are vegetarians. So out of 100, here 60 are vegetarians, and then definitely 40 would be non-vegetarians, right? Non-vegetarians. These are the two things given to you. And now he's asking about a relationship. And most of you are scared of at least, at most. I know, isn't it? And that is the reason generally they give you a lot of questions on at least and at most, right? So let's see, what is he saying? Statement 1. At least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian. At least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian. Now see, listen, there are 60 vegetarians. There are 60 vegetarians. If I consider all foreigners to be vegetarian, all 30 foreigners are vegetarian. So how many vegetarian are left? 30. They would be, first statement is correct. See, there is no rocket science involved over here. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. I haven't done any magic or anything. Simple plain logic. Am I right? Isn't it? I said there are 60 vegetarians. So if 30 foreigners were vegetarian, all 30 were vegetarian. So now there are 30 vegetarians left. Those 30 vegetarians would be Indians. So definitely at least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian. And similarly, at least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarian is almost right. 40 non-veg. ये 30 का 30 non-vegetarian कर दो तो 10 बच गया. वो 10 कौन होगा? Indian होगा. दोनों क्लियर है. Answer is both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2. See, this is something cannot be taught in classes. Very simple. Telling you, ठीक है कि नहीं? This is, I have brought those questions. I haven't brought permutation combination. I haven't brought profit loss. I haven't brought probability. I haven't brought profit and loss. Nothing. Genuinely, this is something that does not involve any maths. I don't know how can you say that maths is involved. Right. Next देखा जाए. Oh, X, Y and Z. This is the hate factor. Races आ गया. The time distance is something we hated the most. है ना? पढ़ के देखो भाई. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for कि क्रैश कोर्स में मैं 1 घंटा मैं ही पढ़ाऊं, मैं ही सब कुछ करूं. आप लोग जाओ और उसके बाद सीसेट के बारे में सोचो मत, डरो मत. डोंट बी स्केयर्ड. ए यार ये गीत संगीत बंद करो अपने मोबाइलों का. पॉवर्टी स्टक पीपल. And I'm giving you good time. Don't worry. Relax and do it. Okay. स्टार्ट मतलब बोला ये जान आगे जाके खड़ा हो फिर भी तेरे साथ ही आएगा. That is the meaning of start. It's called dead heat. When you say ना I give a start, basically it's a statement of pride, right? मैं 1 किलोमीटर भागेगा, तू 960 मीटर भागेगा. That's it. That's called start. So we generally call PYQ class is welcome, right? Okay, done. यार ट्राई करिए. ऐसे नहीं आएगा, लिखेगा तो ट्राई करो. बनाओ यार, एक लाइन बनाओ, 1000 मीटर लिखो यार, उसको कुछ करेगा तो भी आएगा ना. How can you do it otherwise? I don't think. Do it. Start करो. 35 out of the way 35 without solving anything. You are a magician. Huh? Poor child. Remember my adjectives. लिख के देख. See, he is comparing x with y. He is comparing x with z. And he wants relation of y and z, isn't it? That is what it is, isn't it? So I think it's very direct. He says, let's see, he says, assume that all of run with different uniform speeds. X gives y a start of 40 meters. Now listen, what is the meaning of start? X tells y to go ahead by 40 meters. Then also they would finish the race together. That is the meaning. Alright, so x gives y a 40 meter start, and then he says x gives z a start of 64. So don't you think if I say x, he just runs 1000 meter, in that case y, he runs how much? 40 meter start tha na? 960, and z would be 1000 minus 64. 1000 minus 64 would be 936. So this is first statement given to you, right? I think most of you have written it. I think most of you have written this, right? And then he says, how many meters will Y give Z a start in 1000-meter race? So obviously Y is to Z is actually 960 is to 936. This is it, right? So now you can put it in terms of unitary method, bacho, right? When Y goes 960 meters, right, Z goes 936 meters. That is the reason I said, how can you get it? Until unless you solve it. So when Y gets 1000 meters, right, it would be 936 upon 960 into 1000, right, which actually comes out to be 975 meters. So 25 meter start. So Y and Z, when Y runs 1000 meters, your Z runs 975 meters. So Y can give Z a start of 25 meters. All right, see this 25. Unitary method. It is not tough. The issue is that you have to touch everything, na? Hey, this is unitary method, na yaar? Unitary method. See, when 960 meters, dekh, abhi karte dekh. 960 meters. Now listen to me. 936 meters, right? When 1 meter, it would be 936 upon 960. When 1000 meters, now is it okay, bacha? Huh? Or 960 into 1000. Proper unitary method. Alright. So we have ratios. We just put it into unitary method and get it done. And then they involve calculation. Dekho yaar, it is not my question. My question would actually be easier. I have done the same question in class. I think time distance when we have done the same question. I think you were in the class at that time. So you remember, 660, 500, 450. So we generally don't, definitely don't give too big a calculation. But this is something bad as calculation. I sincerely believe. Because you are under such a stress. And then, this kind of calculation comes. You have to cancel it off. 16 ka table hai ye. 16 table mein chala jayega ye. So how good you are in tables? Last tables that you remember 1 to 9? 10 तो सबको आता है, नहीं 20 भी आता होगा. 19 is easy, isn't it? 19, 38, 57, 76, 95. You haven't got the technique. 19 होता बहुत easy है, सुनो. वैसे ही देखो, yeah. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 और 1 से शुरू होके ना फिर +3 करो. 3, 5, +2 करते जाओ. 1 + 2 is 3, 3 + 2 is 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 190. लो 19 टेबल. एक तरफ 9, 7 पूरा लिख दो सीरीज, दूसरी तरफ 1 से शुरू होके प्लीज ऐड ऑन 2 या ऑड नंबर चलता जाएगा. 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Every table can be sorted out that way. 29, you know tray table of 29? Look, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. अब 2 से शुरू हो जाओ. +3. 2 + 3 is 5, 5 + 3 is 8, 8 + 3 is 11, + 3 is 14, + 3 is 17, + 3 is 20, + 3 is 23, 26, 29. Look, 29 का table. Generally, I think the day, when we started remembering everything was the day we got ruined. And that was too young, na? We were scared of asking, why sir, why ma'am, है ना? And definitely, most of us wanted to ask but could not ask. Don't let it be the case this time around also. I think everyone says, and I also believe in one thing, this would be the final exam you would be appearing for. Many attempts you may appear for, but this would be the final countdown, है ना? Do it well. Do it well. Sometimes I feel really dizzy, and sometimes I feel really, puzzled that UPSC aspirants, amazing in terms of knowledge, science आता है, geography आता है, history आता है, but they don't want to invest their time for CSAT preparation. That is a real apathy actually. Why? Obviously you prepare well for CSAT, you are automatically preparing yourself for SSC, bank PO, because most of you are looking for a secure job somewhere to keep on attempting, isn't it? Everyone says, this is my final attempt. Then why not CAT? Have you heard of GRE? So it automatically prepares you for everything. And having good aptitude is actually good, because if you want to be an IS officer or IPS officer, people working under you, suppose you are an IPS officer, so people working under you would be ASI, SI, constable, and those people, how did they get selected? Via aptitude test. So you don't want to do aptitude, but you want to control those people, those who have better aptitude than you. Meaning you want to get some calculation done, you would call a peon and say, beta, calculation karna. And funny thing, I just past 10 years I've been teaching. Yep, I am teaching at next IAS. I am teaching at ALS, Vajirao. Name an institute I've worked, right, for past 10, 11 years. Funny thing. Why do you want to become an IS officer? Sir, we want to do something for the society. I am giving you a common example. How would you do that? You become an IS officer and then, suddenly you would say, I want this, and things would happen. No. There would be piles and piles of files. You would have to read them. CSAT has reading comprehension for the same reason. There would be piles and piles of data that you have to comprehend. What to change? ऐसे थोड़ी ना होगा, ऐसे change हो जाएगा. Society does not change like that. You have to data analyze that, right? तो तभी जब आता होगा तभी करोगे ना, ऐसे कर लेगा. So think of it rationally. You understand rationally. That's called being reasonable, right? So think of it reasonably. Then you realize that actually this skill is required. अभी रीडिंग तुम लोग जितना बोलो सर, आरसी का ट्रिक क्या है? एक है हिंदू पढ़ो, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पढ़ो. If you are a good aspirant, right, day one teacher started telling you, बेटा हिंदू पढ़ो, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पढ़ो, right? अभी तुम फिर पूछेगा जाके कि सर I need RC tricks. There is no RC tricks actually, right? चलो next करते हैं. Next देखो, Sunita. And all questions are easy. All of you can solve it, please. Sunita cuts a sheet of paper into 3 pieces. The length of the first piece is equal to the average of the 3 single-digit odd prime numbers. And suddenly 2019 onwards, they started getting into numbers, right? So this is numbers का example, odd prime numbers, right? अभी जिसने नहीं पढ़ा वो कंफ्यूज हो जाता है, यार क्या करना है, छोड़ो इस क्वेश्चन को, आगे बढ़ो, ठीक है. लेकिन फिर बोलता क्या है, right? Length of the second piece is equal to the first piece and 1/3 of the length of the third piece, and the third piece is as long as the other 2 pieces together, the length of the original sheet of paper. I think anyone can do it. Try it, yaar, bachcho, please. सिंगल मतलब सिंगल डिजिट, ठीक है. अगर वैलेंटाइन डे पे भी अकेला घूम रहा है और सिंगल, ठीक है, तो सिंगल. फिर ऑड, ठीक है कि नहीं, 3 इज ऑड, 5 इज ऑड, 7 इज ऑड, है ना. ऑड प्राइम हो गया. प्राइम नंबर्स, व्हाट आर प्राइम नंबर्स? नंबर्स हैविंग ओनली 2 फैक्टर्स, ऑलराइट, which means 9 is not a prime number because it has got 3 factors. खोल दो. पेन कोई नहीं उठाना चाहता है, लिखेगा तभी कुछ बनेगा ना. उधर भी रफ शीट दिया होगा तुम लोगों को. Please, next year I don't want to hear this dialogue. I don't think 15. Yeah, I get to every day I get 10 calls nowadays. Sir, next last year ना sir GS हो गया था, CSAT नहीं हुआ था. Right? 30. Good. देखें. Sure. Take your time because you get good time over there also. You get good time. I think 2.5 minutes you get. Maybe really. For every question you get 2.5 minutes. That's the reason I'm not doing it. You're absolutely right. Don't worry. So good evening to all the people who are sitting live on YouTube as well. See, it is not important, that you are not able to solve it. Please comprehend it, at least write something. You should be able to write it, right? You should be able to do something out of it, na yaar? Alright, now listen. 3 pieces, obviously, let the length of the pieces be A1, A2 and A3. Right, first, second and third. First piece is equal to average of 3 single digit odd numbers. A1 is 3 plus 5 plus 7 by 3. 3 odd numbers, single digit odd numbers are 3, 5 and 7. Right. So first piece definitely would be of 5 meter length. A1. Right, and then he says length of the second piece is equal to that of the first piece. So A2 is equal to A1 plus 1/3 of the length of the third piece, 1/3 of A3. 1/3 of A3. This is given to you. Now which is A2 is equal to A1 is 5 plus 1/3 of A3. Here आपका A2. And then he says the third piece is as long as the other two pieces together. So A3 is what? 5 plus A2. Isn't it? Now just simply all you need to do is replace everything with everything other. So A3 इधर put कर दीजिए. So A2 is equal to 5 plus 1/3 of 5 plus A2. Isn't it? Now you can easily get the value of A2, which is A2 minus 5 is equal to 1/3 of A2 plus 5, which means 3 times A2 minus 15 is equal to A2 plus 5, which means 2A2 is equal to 20, which means A2 is equal to 10. So people who say that CSAT तो बड़े आराम से हो जाता है, सॉल्विंग तो करनी पड़ रही है मुझे भी, आपको भी करनी पड़ेगी वहां पे, तभी वो रफ शीट दिया है. He has given you rough sheet for the same thing. A2 10 है तो A3 कितना हो जाएगा? A3 would be 15, right? And what is A1? A1 is 5. So the beauty is the question that they ask afterwards. He says, what is the length of the original sheet of paper? So somebody said 15. So 15 क्योंकि A3 निकला था आपका, isn't it? So total length कितना हो जाएगा? Total is A1 plus A2 plus A3, which is 5 plus 10 plus 15, which is 13, which is 30. All right. So don't think that they don't get you, they give you easy questions और तुम्हें solving नहीं करना पड़ता है. तुम्हारे सामने I have to solve it. And now there is no shortcut for this kind of solving, guys. This is called simultaneous equations. You have to replace x and y. Nobody can give you shortcut for this at least. I don't know, I cannot give you a shortcut for this. क्लियर है? आई डोंट थिंक इट इज टफ. एनालिसिस था कि 3 पीस है, पीस A1, A2 और A3 है. Then you know the beauty is that they have started with numbers, so there is always a confusion, odd, prime, the issue is always there. So obviously you know this sorts out. Shall we proceed, guys? Tired, huh? Divisibility rule of 3. 1, see, listen, what are prime numbers? No, wrong. Prime numbers are numbers having only 2 factors. Alright? 1 is not a prime number because it has only 1 factor. 1. Isn't it? So remember that. 1 is neither prime nor composite. You can write it. Okay? Now there are 3 categories. First is prime having 2 factors. Composite having 3 or more factors. And 1 which is neither prime nor composite because it has got 1 factor. Divisible by 1. See, 1 is divisible by 1 is divisible by itself, 1 is not a prime number. So I am giving you a good definition. You know, most of the things that we have done in our junior classes were wrong. Frankly, they were wrong. What is divisibility rule of 3, guys? Sum of all numbers should be a multiple of 3. This is what you say. So if I say 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 1, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 7, 8, 3, 1, 9, 7, 8, 1, 1, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, 1, 7, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. What is the remainder when this number is divided by 3? करो, ऐड करो सब लोग, ऐड करो. 3. Now listen, first of all, sum is not possible. Sum of digits इतने numbers का नहीं कर सकते हो. The rule is wrong. Sum of the digits is a multiple of 3 is wrong. Now you may say 0, 1 or 2 because इन्हीं 3 में से कोई आंसर आएगा जब आप किसी नंबर को 3 से डिवाइड करोगे, right? So reason, देखो, why are you adding a multiple of 3 plus a multiple of 3? Now listen to me. New rule of 3. Ignore multiples of 3. Right? Whatsoever is left is the remainder. Alright? For example, see, 9 is a multiple of 3, ignore. 8 plus 7 is 15, a multiple of 3, ignore. 3 is a multiple of 3, ignore. 2 plus 1 is 3, ignore. 1 plus 5, 15, 3. Right? 6 is a multiple of 3, 7 plus 8 is a multiple of 3, 9 is a multiple of 3, 3 is a multiple of 3, 1 plus 1 plus 4. 6 is a multiple of 3, 3 is a multiple of 3, 2 plus 7 is a multiple of 3, 5 plus 7 is a multiple of 3, 7 plus 8 is a multiple of 3, 3 is a multiple of 3, 9 is a multiple of 3, 7 and 8 is a multiple of 3, 1, 1, 1, multiple of 3, 6 a multiple of 3, this is a multiple of 3, 5, 2, 1, 1, 9 multiple of 3, 9 multiple of 3, 7 plus 8 multiple of 3, 3 multiple of 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, multiple of 3, this number is exactly divisible by 3. So actually you don't need to add up. All you need to do is that you just need to ignore the multiples. And once you ignore the multiples, right, this is something you have been doing wrong. और क्या 3 को ऐड कर लो, कहीं जगह मैंने ये वो भी तो किया है, 1 plus 1 plus 7, 9 बन गया. Right? So this is a beautiful question. He says, sir, 4, 2, 5, 2, 7, 4, 6b leaves remainder 0 when divided by 3. So how many possible values of b are there possible? So now see, 4 plus 2, 6, gone. 7 plus 2, gone. 5 plus 4, gone. This is gone. So now b should be a multiple of 3. कितना नंबर होगा? 4. 0. Baba, 0 is a multiple of every number. So B can take values 0, 3, 6 and 9. यार ये तो वो बोल रहे हैं ना, how many possible values? Possible values की बात कर रहा है, तो 4 possible values है. Value of B कितनी possible है वो पूछ रहा है तुमसे. Got it? वैल्यूज भी बोल रहा है. Now for 0, now listen to me. Because 0 is a multiple of every number. Remember that. 0 is a multiple of 3. How, sir? 0, 0 into 3, multiple of 3. 0, 0 into 7, multiple of 7. Actually, 0 is an amazing number. I don't know whether you know this or not. Listen, 0. Many a times in your life you would have been called a 0. Mostly by पापा मम्मा, तुम साला कुछ नहीं करेगा, बेकार है तुम. नहीं? Agreed? तुम 0 एकदम. Now 0 is beautiful. No, listen to me. 0 is neither even nor odd. No, it is not even. No, right? Neither even nor odd. 0 is neither negative nor positive. 0 does not divide any number. God. 0 does not divide. Huh? 0 is a multiple of every number. You can find 0 everywhere. God. Right? 0 is actually God. Come on. To be proud, somebody called you 0. That's the best compliment that you can get. Isn't it? सही बोल रहा हूँ. 0 is great. 0 when added to any number gives you that number itself. है ना? So please, 0 is moksha actually. I sincerely believe so. चलो next किया जाए. I hope you got this now. New thing learned today is divisibility rule of 3. You don't need to add up. Write down divisibility rule of 3 if you want to write. Ignore multiples of 3. Ignore multiples of 3. Only for 3, man. For 4, last 2 digits. For 5, ending with 0 or 5. For 6, multiple of 2 or 3. For 7. So there are 7. See, old student. I can tell you the rule for 7. Whole CSAT people, I have given rule of 7. Watch a video divisibility rules at SRIS. Watch a video. I have given a divisibility rule of 7 and then I solved a 2021 question. Because 2021 they gave a direct question that this number is divided by 7, what is the value? And literally no one was able to solve it other than my students, because this rule of 7 that you are saying is very dicey, right? So please guys, just watch that video once. There is a video on SRIS channel only. Divisibility rules हैं. There is a rule 7 का divisibility rule. So kindly watch it once, please. All right. So next देखा जाए. Oh, money. This is what you want to earn. Money. कर ले. You're so good. Come on. You're understanding everything. Try भी कर ले. और क्या? हाँ? It's such a beautiful tikka that you're having. Yeah? Yes. Good. ये जल्दी करो यार. I don't like people those who look at screen and just keep on looking at screens. It never works. नहीं यार, ऐसा तो नहीं है. तीनों जरूरी नहीं है. आप एक ही डिनोमिनेशन से भी दे सकता है पैसा, 1 2 3 तीनों चलेगा ना, आप तीनों भी दे सकते हो, 2 भी दे सकते हो, एक ही डिनोमिनेशन से भी कर सकते हो, बट 1 रुपए वाला डिनोमिनेशन रिक्वायर्ड है, बिकॉज 7 रुपया तो निकालना ही पड़ेगा ना, है ना. So you say suppose you have sufficient amount of rupee currency in 3 denominations, 1, 10 and 50. They love denominations. I don't know why. A lot of time they've given this question, this type of question actually. In how many different ways can you pay a bill of 107 रुपया? ओल्ड राजेंद्र नगर में 107 रुपये में क्या क्या मिलेगा? 2-3 चाय मिल जाएगा, छुट्टा मिल जाएगा. 7 रुपये वाला मत पीना. They call it ORN, huh? Somebody asked me what is ORN, sir, in a class. I said, I've been living over here for 7-8 years. Right? तेरा आंसर क्या है? बिना देखे 18 कर दिया. भगवान का आशीर्वाद, सॉल्व करके दिखा. अच्छा, ये माइंड में कैलकुलेशन हुआ है, बढ़िया है. अरे हो जाएगा यार. डोंट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ. Remember, everyone is good at something, and other things you have to be good at. Don't worry. I don't take an answer till the time you give me reasoning. ऐसे तो अक्कड़ बक्कड़ करके भी 1/4 है ना, right? So we call it अक्कड़ बक्कड़. 18. Now somebody solved it. बहुत गलत बात है, पहले किया हुआ है. ठीक है, वैसे that is a very natural UPSC aspirant again. किया हुआ दोबारा मेहनत क्यों करना है? नहीं. देखो, लेट्स सी, पैसा बनाना है, आईएएस ऑफिसर बनना है, पैसा बनाना है, तो पैसा डिस्ट्रीब्यूट भी करना आना चाहिए. पहले 250 के बात करते हैं. अगर 250 के हैं, 2 रुपीज है 50 का, ठीक है, तो 7 1 रुपए वाला होगा. 250 का और कोई तरीका तो नहीं हो सकता 250 को एडजस्ट करने का. तो फर्स्ट थिंग, मेक अ पैरामीटर ऑफ व्हाट इज योर व्हाट exactly you are going to fix. So you fixed 2 50 rupee notes and then said let me see, do I require tenner or do I require a oneer? Tenner तो required नहीं होगा, ठीक है कि नहीं, तो required oneer होगा, तो 7 1 रुपए वाला आया. So one way. Then I say अगर 1.50 का है, right, 1.50 का है, तो ध्यान से सुनना जरा, the way it works, then can it be 57 1 rupee? But now I can involve the tenner also. 1.50 का, ठीक है, 10 sorry, wait, I have to erase now, wait. So 1 10 का और 47 1 के 10 रुपया इंट्रोड्यूस किया मैंने, 10 रुपीज इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया. एंड देन इट स्टार्ट्स अ सीरीज. सी, इट स्टार्ट्स अ सीरीज ऑफ 1.50, 2 10 का और 37 1 के, 150, 3 10, 27 1, 150, 4 10, 17 1 and 150, 5 teners and 7 oneers. Look. So the parameter was I fixed 250s, then I fixed 150, and fixing 150, it gave me these possibilities, doesn't it? It gave me these possibilities. And then I say, can the payment be made without 50s also? Yes, the payment can be made without 50s also. I can say 107 oneers, or I can say 1 tenner and 97 oneers, or 2 teners and 87 oneers, right, or 3 teners, and I don't need to actually write it, isn't it? I can just go like that and say 10 teners plus 7 oneers. I can count like this. I don't need to write everything actually, right? And once I add these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 11 over here, total would be 18. And there is no shortcut to it. If you are seeking shortcuts, there is no shortcut to it. and nothing. I cannot apply permutation combination over here. I cannot give you a shortcut कि बेटा ऐसे करके ना ये x y z लो, x की पावर ये y की पावर ये नहीं चलेगा. It won't work. Now tell me one thing. Till the time you don't practice these kind of questions, how would you do it over there? So I've made up a mind that, you know, in crash course, I'm already giving you all PYQs with video. I'm giving you PDF solutions and video solutions, so that, you know, it doesn't bother you at all. So that would be a part of it. After this 40 hour of crash course, you can actually get all that stuff from me, you know, because we are already in the process of recording these. And plus you get 40 hours of course in terms that, suppose tomorrow I'm going to take a class on a topic. So if I do unitary method tomorrow, what I'm going to do is that tomorrow I'm going to do basics of unitary method and all questions that have come in your state exams and, you know, PYQs. So that you are comfortably, you know, done with the topic without even bothering about it. That is what we have planned. Like, you know, day after tomorrow, 2 classes would be reasoning classes. So one class is clock, one is calendar. 1 hour clock, 1 hour calendar. It's done. After that, you don't need to go for it again. This is a plan actually. Right? Sunday, 1 hour of RC class would be there because reading comprehensions are coming in the paper. And then, you know, I'm not bothering you for Monday and Tuesday, giving you 2 days off. Right? So you are going to be with us for 40 good days. Plus, it depends upon your own, you know, solving capability. That you want to get things solved, you can sit with us. I think most of you are QEP students. So after QEP, you can, you know, think that your QEP is over. So I am giving you one facility. Zoom session every day. Even with QEP you want to take it, it's okay. Without QEP you want to take it, you can ask for it. But after you are free from your mains and, you know, QEP, and you want to, you know, sit with us on Zoom or, you know, offline, you want to come कि सर मेरे को करना है बैठ के, most welcome. Let's get it done. I don't want to hear this dialogue more. YouTube पे भी अभी यही चल रहा है. Last year GS हो गया था, CSAT नहीं हुआ. So I don't know what kind of preparation you are up to if you are not able to clear CSAT, which is only 1/3. Yes, it is tough, but it can be sorted out. And this is a clear picture from 2019 because paper 2019 से tough होना शुरू हुआ है. It has been tough since 2019. Right? Next again. Missing number. No, this is not going to be uploaded daily on YouTube. It's just one session uploaded on YouTube. See guys, everything is not trick. And believe me, you know, 8? I think you might be right. करते हैं? Let's do it. Eight? Good. See the happiness that you get. That's beautiful. Really. I wish everyone does that. वाह, तुम खुशी होता रहेगा. हाँ, सबसे अच्छी बात है. आई एम रियली प्राउड ऑफ यू. दैट्स गुड. हैप्पीनेस इज की. करा क्या? ट्राई किए? एक बार ट्राई करके देखे. देखना है पास, मैं बताता हूँ. सी ही सेज 136 है एडेड टू 5b7. सो 136 को तुमने ऐड किया है 5b7 में, राइट? और बोलता क्या है? यू ऑब्टेन 7a3. ये आंसर आ गया तुम्हारा. 2 नंबर्स को ऐड किया, मिसिंग है बेटा. B is missing and A is missing. सिंपल सा फंडा है. उसके बाद बोलता है गिवन 7a3 इज एग्जैक्टली डिविजिबल बाय 3, दे आर इन लव विद 3, आई डोंट नो व्हाई, राइट? सो ही सेज 7a3 जो है ये 3 से एग्जैक्टली डिविजिबल है, so इससे अपने को पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ a मिल जाती हैं। देखो अगर 7a3 डिविजिबल है 3 से, so a शुड एक्चुअली बी इधर 2, क्योंकि 7 जमा 2 जमा 3, 3 का मल्टीपल बन जाता है ये, और 5 और 8, राइट? यही 3 पॉसिबल वैल्यूज हो सकता है a का। so once I put a is equal to 2, so देखो 136 and 5b7 is equal to 723, तो देखिए 6 जमा 7 13, ये 1 कैरी, 1 जमा 3 4, 4 प्लस b इज इक्वल टू 2, मतलब b इज इक्वल टू 8, क्योंकि 4 प्लस 8 इज 12 और 1 कैरी, तो 723। तो आई थिंक a इज इक्वल टू 2 पे b इज इक्वल टू 8 आता है। दिस कैन बी योर आंसर, बट दूसरा कोई आंसर तो नहीं हो, मुझे चेक भी करना पड़ेगा। यू आर अपियरिंग फॉर यूपीएससी, ठीक है कि नहीं? अब तुम्हें चेक तो करना पड़ेगा, तो एक चेक करके दिखा रहा हूं। इफ आई से a इज इक्वल टू 5, सो 136 5b7 इज इक्वल टू 753। अब देखना 7 जमा 6 13, 1 कैरी, 1 जमा 3 4, 4 जमा वट इज इक्वल टू 5, तो b इज इक्वल टू 4। पर अगर ये 4 आ गया तो 1 जमा 5 इज 6, तो ये तो गलत हो रहा है क्योंकि यहाँ 7 आ रहा है, which means this is not true. Similarly, this won't be true. Your answer is b is equal to 8. Right? With the options also you could have done b is equal to 8. Clear है? Is it okay now? ठीक है। मेरा नहीं है, आया हुआ है, तो इसीलिए तो कह रहा हूं, when you solve it you feel good also, isn't it? So you feel happy also कि यार अपना हो जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। डिविजिबिलिटी रूल्स का पता नहीं इनको क्या हुआ, पिछले 3-4 साल से they are in love with it or what, and even SSC people also। पहले तो SSC people were more into arithmetic, but suddenly they have realized कि तुम लोग याद करके जाते थे अरिथमेटिक SSC वाला ना बहुत सारा वो बनाया हुआ था, हर चीज का याद किया, so they have started playing with them now। so देखो यार ऐसा है कि ट्रिक वाली मार्केट नहीं है ये। if you ask sir please give a trick, there is nothing a trick can solve a CSAT paper, or probably a trick can make you happy, that is all myth। देखें अगला देख लो, एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं फिर। आई थिंक number of zeros 2020। Diaz, that's wonderful। Arshit Mishra, wonderful। बिना लिखे गॉड, जीरोस भी तो गॉड ही चलता है वैसे भी नहीं। कुछ तो लिखो यार, वही वाला आंसर याद है टाइप है, हो जाता है ना। व्हाट आर जीरोस? देखो यार एक बात सुनना सब लोग, दैट इज द रीजन वी स्टार्टेड टेलिंग पीपल भाई अब सीरियस हो जाओ। I say listen to me। He says how many zeros are there at the end of the following product? So I say how many zeros are at the end of 6000? 3 zeros, and 6000 can be written as 6 into 10 into 10 into 10। So basically 0 means number of tens, 0 means number of tens, and what is 10? Combination of 2 and 5। So basically 0 means find either number of 2s or either number of 5s। अब देखो question, if you have not touched zeros, we in class do zeros, number of zeros हम कराते हैं क्लास में। अगर तुमने टच नहीं किया zeros, you won't be able to answer this question। अब देखिए कितना कैसे करेंगे, let's do it यार। देखो यार 1 into 5 into 10 into 15 into 20 into 25 into 30 into 35 into 40 into 45 into 50 into 55 into 60। This is given to you। पहले तो जीरोस जो पड़ी है वही निकाल लो सारी। कितना जीरोस है? 1 2 3, 4, 5 और 6. So it is 5 into 15 is 3 into 5. 20 means 2. 25 means 5 into 5. 30 means 3. 35 is what? 5 into 7. 40 is 2 into 2. 45 is 9 into 5. 50 is 5. 55 is 5 into 11. And 60 is 2 into 3. And then all the zeros at the end is into 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. है ना? जो सारी zeros निकल गई, सारी zeros निकल गई पीछे. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 आ गया. ठीक है. Now इधर से कितना zeros बनेगा? देखिए 5 कितना है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 का 8 पार्स है और 2 कितना है? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 का पावर 4 है. So definitely 2 का पावर 4 would combine with 5 का पावर 4 to make 10 का पावर 4, isn't it? 4 more zeros would be included. So 4 more zeros. So 6 plus 4, there are 10 zeros. Absolutely right. Right? Number of zeros at the end. How many questions one can attempt in a paper? CSAT has no negative marking, right? So you can always attempt all the questions. If it has a negative marking, then so you should not bother about doing Jai Mata Di. There is something called that also, na? Jai Mata Di dekhi jayegi. So if you feel like that, God help me. If once in a paper you feel like God help me, so always remember to just fill up only one option, either C or D. Remember that. Either all C or all D. God may help you in terms of probability. Now getting a one right answer probability is 1 by 4, and if you talk about 80 questions, it is 1 by 4 raised to the power 80. It's as good as winning a lottery. Alright. So I don't think it works. No tricks would work, because UPSC paper never would be trick oriented paper. They have never been. They ask beautiful questions. They don't ask direct questions like SSC, Bank, PO. Right? Only thing I can say is I welcome you all for the crash course. But it is not only about crash course. Be our students over here. Let's crack it now. Right? I still have time. 3 months is good time where I can help you do that. It would be good for you that now please wake up, because waking up and going for shabby courses afterwards won't be helpful. Tomorrow again you can come for a class, please. I am doing PYQs. Tomorrow I would be doing a topic with you. Series, day after tomorrow you can take series. I will ask Karan, he teaches reasoning. He would teach series and anything. You can sit with us also, guys. Like, you say, sir, I need 1 hour, please sit with me and sort out problems. So we can do that as well, right? But you need to give us time, right? Thank you so much. God bless you all. And really, most important, you have spared 1 hour for me. That's really a good. God bless you all. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.